What up, y'all? I love y'all. And I'm not just saying that. I know people say that all the time, but do our actions reflect what we say? Are we really about what we be talking about? Like, are you really about that life? When someone says they love you, do their actions reflect it? Because love is not just something that we should be saying, it's something we should be doing. Love is an action, not just a word. The word is how we describe the action, but love is not a word. It is an action, it is a behavior. So when someone says unconditional love, that's really an oxymoron, because if love has conditions, then it's not truly love. If I have to do something in order for you to love me, then it's not really love. Love in its truest form means no matter what you do, I can still show actions of love towards you, even if I don't feel love towards you. So that's really the difference. That doesn't mean that someone gets to walk all over you and step all over you and you just continue to allow them. No, because part of love is loving yourself. And part of loving someone else is showing them, when you behave this way, I can still show loving actions towards you. And part of me loving you is to tell you now we have a boundary, because it's me teaching you that your behavior is wrong. So unconditional love does not mean that you become someone's punching bag. It means that love is tough sometimes, and I've got to create a boundary because your behavior is not loving towards me, and it would not be loving of me towards you to allow you to continue to behave that way. But love says, even if you're behaving poorly, if you're hungry, I'm still going to feed you. Parents and their children, right? When your kids are behaving poorly, you still feed them, hopefully, because you're showing the action of love regardless of their behavior. But there's still a punishment involved because you love them. And that's in any relationship. So, bringing me to my final point. I wake up every day and decide two things. Two things. Love abundantly. There are no limits to my love. No matter how hurtful someone's actions are towards me, my love is abundant. Because me just treating you poorly actually does more harm to me than it does to you. Because now I'm just sucked in this place of like, ugh, I don't want to deal. And I'm thinking I'm punishing you by treating you poorly, when really it's just eating away at me inside. So love abundantly, no matter what. There are no limits to my love. There are boundaries that are set in place because I love you and I love me, but there are no limits to my actions towards you, as far as love is concerned. And the second thing is, when I arise and get ready to be a part of the world, I arise with intention. There's an intent. There's a purpose on me being here today. Everything I show up for, there's an intent. Even if the intent is to relax and stay in my bed all day, I'm intentional about that. We have to be intentional with our actions and the things we do. Time is so limited. So I'm not willy-nilly about anything. That doesn't mean I'm always busy, because busy is not intentional. But I'm intentional about the things that I do, whether that's sitting around and just watching TV. I'm intentional about my relaxation. I'm intentional about my peace. I'm intentional about my nutrition. I'm intentional about my physical fitness. I'm intentional about my coins. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give it my all at work. So I'm intentional about the time that I have on this earth, because it is so limited, and some of our time is more limited than others. We see this every day. You know somebody who's under the age of 10 that's passed away. You know somebody under the age of 30 that's passed away. We don't all get 90 years. Be intentional about your time. So again, I decide two things every day: love abundantly and arise intentionally. It doesn't always feel good, okay? Loving is difficult. But no matter how I feel, I can always show actions of love towards you. And even if I'm tired, I can be intentional about my rest. Love abundantly and arise intentionally. I love y'all.